You're a fraud. The CEO shouted across the crowded corporate innovation expo, loud enough for every executive, investor, and journalist to hear. Every conversation stopped. Cameras turned. Standing in the middle of the showroom was Daniel Carter, a quiet single father wearing worn work boots and a faded mechanic's jacket. In one hand he carried a toolbox. In the other, a folder containing blueprints. The CEO, Victoria Hayes, folded her arms and laughed. "Security," she said. "Get this man out of here. He has no business pretending to be an engineer." People around them chuckled. Daniel didn't argue. He simply looked at the prototype engine displayed on stage and calmly said, "I'm not pretending. I'm trying to stop a disaster." The audience laughed even louder. Victoria smiled. "A disaster? This engine has already passed every inspection." Daniel nodded. "No, it passed the wrong inspection." The room went silent for a moment before someone whispered, "Who does this guy think he is?" Victoria stepped closer. "You know what I think? I think you're a fraud looking for attention." Daniel lowered his eyes. "I'm only here because someone asked me to come." "Who?" Before Daniel could answer, the massive doors at the back of the convention hall opened. Every security guard instantly stood at attention. A voice echoed through the hall. "Four-star General Richard Lawson has arrived." Everyone froze. Victoria's confident smile disappeared. The decorated military general walked inside wearing his full dress uniform, followed by several officers. Without looking at anyone else, he walked directly toward Daniel. Then, in front of hundreds of shocked guests, the general saluted him. The entire hall gasped. Victoria whispered, "What?" General Lawson smiled. "Good to see you again, Daniel." Daniel returned the salute respectfully. "It's been a long time, sir." The CEO looked completely confused.
Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Enjoy the video.
"You know him?" The general turned toward her. "Know him?" He smiled. "This man saved the lives of 23 soldiers during an overseas emergency by repairing aircraft equipment with almost no tools." The room became completely silent. Victoria blinked. He's just a mechanic." "No," the general replied. "He's one of the finest field engineers I've ever met." Journalists immediately lifted their cameras. The laughter had disappeared. General Lawson continued. After leaving military service, Daniel refused high-paying offers because his daughter needed him at home. Instead, he opened a small neighborhood repair shop. Daniel looked embarrassed by the attention. "I just wanted a quiet life." Victoria crossed her arms. "If he's so talented, why is he fixing old cars instead of leading billion-dollar projects?" Daniel answered softly. "Because success isn't measured by the size of your office." Some people in the audience quietly applauded. The general then pointed toward the company's prototype engine. "Daniel called me this morning." Victoria frowned. "So?" "He said your engineers overlooked a cooling system flaw. Our experts checked everything." Daniel slowly opened his folder. "I wasn't criticizing your team. I was trying to warn them." He placed several diagrams onto the conference table. The vibration frequency changes after prolonged operation. One engineer leaned closer. Another grabbed a calculator. Within seconds, expressions around the table changed. One senior engineer whispered, "Oh no." Another quickly pulled up computer simulations. The screen displayed exactly what Daniel predicted. After several hours of continuous operation, tiny fractures would form. Eventually, complete engine failure. The audience erupted into nervous conversations. Victoria looked stunned. "That's impossible." Her chief engineer swallowed hard. "It isn't." He turned toward the CEO. "He's right." Complete silence filled the hall. One investor stood up. "Do you realize how much this mistake could have cost?" The engineer answered quietly. "Hundreds of millions." Daniel spoke calmly. "I didn't come here to embarrass anyone. I came because fixing problems is easier than repairing tragedies. General Lawson smiled proudly. That's why I trusted him. Victoria looked down at the floor. For the first time that day, she had no words. After a long pause, she slowly walked toward Daniel. I'm sorry. Everyone watched. I judged you because of your clothes. Daniel smiled gently. It happens. I called you a fraud. You didn't know me. She looked around the silent room. I'd like to offer you the position of Chief Engineering Advisor. Daniel laughed quietly. No, thank you. Everyone looked surprised again. You're refusing. I already have a job. Victoria frowned. Where? Daniel pulled out a photograph of his young daughter standing beside a small repair garage. She thinks I'm the best mechanic in the world. He smiled. I don't want to disappoint my favorite customer. The audience laughed warmly. General Lawson placed a hand on Daniel's shoulder. Some people build machines. He looked around the room. Men like Daniel build trust. The entire convention hall stood up. Executives. Engineers. Military officers. Journalists. Everyone applauded. Not because Daniel had embarrassed a CEO. But because humility, honesty, and experience had spoken louder than titles. As the applause echoed through the building, Victoria watched Daniel leave with nothing but his old toolbox. She finally understood something no business school had ever taught her. The greatest experts don't always wear expensive suits. Sometimes, they arrive wearing worn work boots, carrying a toolbox, and quietly save everyone.